Good morning once again, everyone. This is our second class related to filter. In the first class, we have seen what should be the characteristics of a filter, where we have seen that we generally avoid the ideal filter because practically we are not able to design a ideal filter. And also, the ideal filter is non-causal and non-causal and unstable.
Unstable.
Yes, non-causal and unstable. That is the reason we practically always avoid the ideal filter. But whenever we are designing our practical filter, our aim is to make the filter towards ideal. Towards ideal means we are trying to reduce the transition band of the filter. If we can able to reduce the transition band, that means the filter quality will increase. And reducing the transition band means simply increasing the order of the filter. There is also a problem. If we simply increase the order of the filter, what will happen? The complexity of the filter will increase, as well as the cost to design the filter will also be very high. So all the things we have to keep in mind whenever we are designing the filter. Okay, today we'll see for some more basic characteristics related to filters. One is that if we consider a simple LTI response, that is the linear time invariant response, defined as yn plus b1 yn minus 1 plus bn y n minus capital N. So what I'm trying to say is that a simple LTI filter for a order n is defined as yn plus b1 yn minus 1 plus bn yn minus n, that equal to a naught xn plus a1 xn minus 1 plus simply a m x n minus m. All of you know that. You should know that. Or simply, if a LTI response is given like that, then the transfer function of that LTI response, what should be the value of that transfer function? Hz. The transfer function will be simply input by output a0 plus a1 z inverse plus a2 z to the power minus 2 plus dot 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 a m z to the power minus m, and 1 plus b1 z inverse plus b2 z to the power minus 2 plus dot 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 plus bn z to the power minus n. So all of you all of you know that না? সবাই জানিস তো এটা?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So simply that is the simplest that is the simple representation of a LTI response, and if we calculate the transfer function of that LTI response is given by Hz. Transfer function defines the output by input. Okay. Now here what will be the value of h e to the power j omega? Have you any idea? What will be the value of h e to the power j omega? Can anyone tell me? Simply
স্যার
represent.
স্যার
Yes.
জেড জি ওমেগা দিয়ে।
হ্যাঁ, hz you have to write that expression in the form of e to the power j omega. Simply you can write, or you can replace z by e to the power j omega. A naught plus a1 e to the power minus j omega plus a2 e to the power minus 2j omega plus up to am e to the power minus m j omega or j omega m. Okay, similarly here will be 1 plus b1 e to the power minus j omega plus b2 e to the power minus 2j omega, or simply you can write j2 omega, whatever, plus last value will be bn e to the power minus j omega n. Means simply you can represent z by e to the power j omega, but there is a condition. You must have to maintain that condition. The condition is that z is a complex variable. All of you know that z is defined as r e to the power j omega. The value of z is simply defined as r e to the power j omega. Okay, so hz expression, all of you know that n equal to minus infinity to infinity hn z to the power মাইনাস এন। জানিস তো, এগুলো আমি আর বলছি না, কারণ এগুলো আই থিঙ্ক তোরা করে
স্যার
এসেছিস।
জেড ট্রান্সফর্মের বেসিক ফর্মুলা স্যার।
সিম্পলি জেড ট্রান্সফর্মের বেসিক ফর্মুলা। সো দ্যাট ইজ ইউর এইচ জেড। সো সিম্পলি if we write n equal to minus infinity to infinity hn, and if we replace z by r e to the power j omega, what will be r to the power minus n into e to the power minus j omega n. That will be h e to the power j omega, when the formula of h e to the power j omega is simply n equal to minus infinity to infinity hn e to the power minus j omega n. That is the formula of h e to the power j omega. So when we can write that expression is equal to h e to the power j omega, when this expression is simply equal to 1. Yes or no?
ইয়েস স্যার।
Okay, so r to the power minus n will be 1, means simply r will be 1. Means what? The meaning of that is, if you have z transform, then obviously you will have a ROC. Obviously you will have a ROC if you have a z transform. If we calculate the ROC, that ROC must contain that unit circle. R is the radius of the circle, all of you know. So R must be equal to 1, means whatever the ROC you will calculate, suppose that is your ROC, then that ROC, that is the region of convergence, must contain the unit circle. That is the condition. That condition must be satisfied. Always keep in mind. Means the pole. All of you know how to calculate the pole, how to calculate the Z transform. The pole of the Z transform must be less than 1. If the pole is less than 1, then ROC will be outside the unit circle. So keep in mind that condition must be satisfied. Clear or not?
স্যার এখানটা ক্লিয়ার হলো না, পোল লেস দেন 1 হলে আরওসি আউটসাইডে যাবে, সার্কেলের আউটসাইডে থাকবে।
Yes.
এই
Z transform, the pole of a Z transform. তো Z transform সবাই করেছিস তো, মাথায় আছে তো?
হ্যাঁ স্যার।
আচ্ছা, তো simply if we calculate the Z transform by calculating the poles, and if we represent the pole, that pole greater than suppose P1, so P1 greater than, or simply ROC is greater than P1. Okay, that defines the ROC. Means depending on that pole P1, that will be your ROC. Okay, now simply if P1 value is less than 1, that means what? That is P1, that is 1. Suppose if P1 value is less than 1, so with respect to 1, if you draw simply circle, so that 1 will be within ROC. If P1 is greater than 1, means simply 1 will be here, less than P1, then that will be your unit circle. So that unit circle is outside the ROC, means ROC এর মধ্যে unit circle নেই. Is that clear?
ইয়েস স্যার।
So simply whenever you are getting ROC greater than pole P1, that means that P1 value must be less than 1. Then you simply can write or simply can represent Z by e to the power j omega. Otherwise you cannot represent Z by e to the power j omega. Okay, so whenever we will design the filter, we will keep in mind that the ROC of the frequency response always contain the unit circle. Okay, if we do that, then also we will get the system is stable. What is the definition of the stability with respect to the Z transform? The definition of stability is that the ROC must contain the unit circle. If the ROC have the unit circle, means the system is stable. If the ROC does not have the unit circle, then the system is unstable. That is the simple definition of stability. Okay, so you have to keep in mind that the ROC must contain the unit circle, means the system must be stable. If the system is stable, then simply you can represent Z by e to the power j omega. Then Hz equal to that expression. From simply Hz you can write that expression as a representation of h e to the power j omega, because you have to represent by this to understand the frequency response, to understand the value of omega, understand the value of magnitude. You have to represent the expression by h e to the power j omega. Okay, clear?
ক্লিয়ার স্যার।
Yes, sir.
ওকে, ক্লিয়ার না হলে বলবি। হ্যাঁ, now simple, consider Hz defines as half of 1 plus z inverse. That is your Hz. And obviously it is stable and condition should be causal. Stable and causal. Keep in mind. এটা কখনো ভুলবি না. Whenever you are designing the filter, that must be stable and causal. Maximum cases. It does not mean that we cannot design a filter which is non-causal or unstable, but maximum filter that we are using in our general purpose, all the filters are stable and causal. That always keep in mind. So whatever will here represent any expression related to filter, the expression will satisfy the stability as well as the causality. So that expression Hz equal to half of 1 plus z inverse simply can be represented as it is stable h e to the power j omega equal to half of 1 plus e to the power minus j omega. So if you want to represent that expression, that value at omega equal to 0, what will be the value of h e to the power j omega? Tell me. Omega equal to 0 means e to the power 0 means 1. 1 plus 1 by half. 1 by 2. 2 by 2. That is 1. E to the power 0. That is 1. 2 by 2. That is 1. So at omega equal to 0, 1. Or you can write at z equal to 1. Also it is 1. Simply if we represent value of z equal to 1. So 1 by 1 that is 1. So 1 plus 1 by 2. So it is also 1. So keep in mind, for frequency response, omega equal to 0 defines the value 1. For complex response, z equal to 1 defines the value of 1 also. And at omega equal to pi, what will be the value? E to the power minus j omega, e to the power minus j pi. So if we represent e to the power minus j pi, cos pi minus j sin pi at the point pi. So what is the value of cos pi? Minus 1, sin pi 0.
-1.
So it will be minus 1. So 1 minus 1 will be 0. E to the power j
0.
pi. E to the power j pi is minus 1. So 1 minus 1 it will be 0. So you will get a value simply 0. Or 0 you will get if we consider z equal to minus 1. So at z equal to minus 1 you are getting 0. At z equal to 1 you are getting 1. And in frequency response omega equal to 0 you are getting 1. Omega equal to pi you are getting 0. Means what? The meaning is that if we simply design the response or simply the frequency response, where that is defining the frequency omega, that is defining the magnitude, then at omega equal to 0 you are getting magnitude 1. At omega equal to pi you are getting magnitude 0. And if we represent any value between 0 to pi, you will get the magnitude in between a value 0 to pi. What is the meaning of that? What type of filter is that? that is a simple low pass filter.
Practical filter.
Practical
Obviously,
low pass filter.
all the filters now I'm going to design is the practical filter. So this is basically
Okay.
the low pass
Practical
filter.
low pass filter.
Yes. So
Okay,
this
sir.
is simply low pass filter. So this is the expression to design or to calculate a simple low pass filter. That is the simplest form to design a low pass filter. As well as it is also FIR filter. Okay, leave it about the FIR now. I'm not talking about the FIR because we need to go in detail. So simply keep in mind this is a low pass filter. So what will be the magnitude response and frequency response of the filter? That also you have to keep in mind, magnitude and phase response. So to calculate or to design the magnitude response, simply you need to calculate mod h. What will be the value of mod h? H value is this. So from here, simply if we want to calculate mod h, what you will do? You will calculate first simply half of e to the 1 plus e to the power minus j omega that you have. From here, what you will do? Simply if we make common e to the power minus j omega by 2, if we make common from here, what should be the denominator?
স্ক্রিনে দেখতে পাচ্ছি না
হ্যাঁ,
স্ক্রিনে দেখতে পাচ্ছি না স্যার, আপনি কি স্ক্রিনে কিছু লিখছেন?
স্ক্রিনে দেখতে পাচ্ছিস না? কেউ দেখতে পাচ্ছিস
না
না?
স্যার, দেখা যাচ্ছে স্যার।
দেখা যাচ্ছে তো, তাহলে দেখ তোর কিছু একটু প্রবলেম হচ্ছে।
আর একটা স্লাইড পিন করে নে।
ঠিক আছে, স্টার্ট করব?
স্যার ও আবার লেফট করে জয়েন করুক তাহলে, ওইটুকু করিয়ে দিই।
ঠিক আছে, ও জয়েন করুক। সো হোয়াট আই এম ডুইং,
হ্যাঁ স্যার, করে নিয়েছি।
ঠিক আছে, ঠিক আছে।
হ্যাঁ স্যার, আমি চলে এসেছি।
So h e to the power j omega defines half of 1 plus e to the power j omega. We are trying to calculate the magnitude response and phase response of that term. So what we are doing, simply we are making common e to the power minus j omega by 2 from the overall expression. 2 we are keeping here. So that 1 will be simply e to the power j omega by 2 plus e to the power minus j omega by 2. So if we multiply this, you will get the same result. And obviously within the bracket form defines the cos omega by 2. So e to the power minus j omega by 2 cos omega by 2. That is your h e to the power j omega. And if we simply represent the mod h from here, if we simply represent the modulus value, you will get cos omega by 2. Can you do that? You will get cos omega by 2, means that will be your magnitude. If you don't know how to do that, then আমি দেখিয়ে দিচ্ছি। e to the power j omega by 2 means cos omega by 2 minus j sin omega by 2, that is multiplied by cos omega by 2. That term we are representing e to the power minus j omega by 2 by in this term. So simply if we multiply cos square omega by 2 minus j sin omega by 2 into cos omega by 2. So magnitude will be, that is the real part, that is your imaginary part. So magnitude of h will be root over real part square plus imaginary part square, means cos to the power 4 omega by 2 plus sin squared omega by 2 into cos squared omega by 2. So cos squared omega by 2 will be common outside the box or simply outside the root. It will be cos omega by 2, and inside the root you will have cos squared omega by 2 plus sin squared omega by 2. That is 1. So root of 1 will be 1. So magnitude will be cos omega by 2. Okay, clear? Then what will we fetch?
Yes, sir.
What will we fetch? Phi, that is defined fetch. Tan inverse b by a means tan inverse the coefficient of imaginary part by the coefficient of
স্যার ওমেগা বাই টু,
huh?
ওমেগা বাই টু আসছে।
Exactly, it will be omega by 2. So tan inverse b by a যদি is tan inverse sin omega by 2 cos omega by 2 by cos omega by 2, you will get the value of phi is as omega by 2. So your magnitude is cos omega by 2 and phase is omega by 2. Keep in mind that two term. Mod h, you have got cos omega by 2, and phi, that is your phase, you have got omega by 2. So means what? What is the value of cos 0? 1.
1,
So see, the magnitude defines that when you are when you are representing omega equal to 0, you are getting 1. What is the value of cos pi? 0. So whenever you are representing pi by 2, not pi, pi by 2, cos pi by 2 is 0. Means when you are representing omega equal to pi, you are getting magnitude 0. And simply represent any value of omega, you will get that curve. Okay, now in that curve, in the last class, I have told you about a term omega c, that is the cutoff frequency. The definition of omega c is that magnitude must be 1 by root 2, or in the decibel it will be minus 3 decibel. Okay, so what will be the value of omega c? At omega c, what is the magnitude? Magnitude at omega c is 1 by root 2. Simple. At omega c, the magnitude you are getting 1 by root 2. Always it is fixed. So simply we can write cos omega c by 2, magnitude will be 1 by root 2. It is always true. From here omega c, that you will get value of omega c pi by 2. That means at pi by 2 you will get 1 by root 2. Okay, now what will be the phase? Phase define the variation of phi with respect to omega. variation of phi with respect to omega. So when omega equal to 0, what is the value of phi? Obviously 0. Phi equal to omega by 2. So omega equal to 0 means phi equal to 0. When omega equal to pi, what is the value of phi? Pi by 2. Okay. Now why it is minus pi by 2 I am writing? Because it is starting from 0, keep in mind. And all of we know that the filter coefficient will gradually or monotonically reducing from 1 to 0. So in the value it will come to minus pi by 2 like that, but whenever you will represent the value of phi, that will be in the magnitude format, will be pi by 2. Okay, so how to simply represent a filter in magnitude term and in phase term, clear or not?
Clear, sir.
Okay, then if, keep in mind, if omega c is given, if phi is given, then can you design the filter? Suppose omega c is pi by 2, phi omega c is phi by 2, and phi is given as, suppose magnitude of phi is given like that. At 0 it is 0, and at pi it is pi by 2. 0 at omega equal to 0 and pi by 2 at omega equal to pi. That condition is given. Omega c is given as pi by 2, and you have to represent the low pass, you have to design the low pass filter where the low pass filter magnitude h defines as 1 for omega equal to 0 and 0 for omega equal to pi. That are the parameter if given. Can you come here? Obviously you can come. This is the reverse processing. Okay, so keep in mind that whenever you are trying to design a filter, the filter coefficient or the filter related parameter will be provided, not the filter equation will be provided. Keep in mind. Means omega c will be provided. In some cases, if we, here the stop band I have not mentioned, if the stop band comes, I told you about the stop band, then stop band parameter beta will be provided, and cutoff frequency omega c provided, phi will be provided. Depending on that, you have to design the filter, or you have to come to the h e to the power j omega, and from there you have to come to hn. So that is clear or not? Just tell me first. কি ক্লিয়ার নয় কারোর?
স্যার ক্লিয়ার ক্লিয়ার হয়েছে স্যার।
আচ্ছা,
Clear, sir, clear.
okay. So keep in mind, for each and every filter you have to know all those steps. So that is your simple low pass filter. Now half of 1 plus z inverse, that we have got a low pass filter. where Z, where magnitude equal to 1 for Z equal to 1, and magnitude is 0 for Z equal to -1. That we have got. Okay. Now, simple, a very interesting thing is that if we change the parameter of the low pass filter, means for Z equal to 1, you are getting 8Z. Z equal to 1, you are getting 8Z1, and for Z equal to -1, you are getting 8Z0. Simply, if we change that, means if we can get for Z equal to 1, 8Z as 0, and for Z equal to -1, 8Z as 1, then the low pass filter will be converted to the high pass filter. Try to understand it clearly. For Z equal to 1, the magnitude H, we are getting 1. We have seen here just in the last topic. And for Z equal to -1, we have seen that magnitude is equal to 0. Simply here, if we represent Z equal to 1, you are getting 1. If we represent Z equal to 0, you are getting 0. That is the characteristics defines for the low pass filter. So if we make it opposite, means at Z equal to +1, it will be 0. And Z equal to -1, it will be 1. How it can be possible? How can we do that? Simply, if we change the sign of the filter, if we change the +1, plus Z inverse in the format of -Z inverse, then that condition will be satisfied. Means if we represent half 1 minus Z inverse, then what will happen? Represent Z value is +1, you will get 0. If we represent +1, you will get 0. If we represent -1, you will get 1. So simply, that will become your high pass filter. And whether it is high pass filter or not, that we are going to check now. Okay. So now keep in mind that condition, keep in mind that condition. For Z equal to +1, it is 1. For Z equal to -1, it is 0. So low pass filter. For Z equal to +1, if this is 0, and Z equal to -1, if this is 1, then high pass filter. Just keep in mind that condition. So now we have got Hz equal to half of 1 minus Z inverse. So in the same way, you have to design the magnitude response as well as the phase response. So what will be the magnitude response? H e to the power j omega will be represented as half of 1 minus e to the power minus j omega. Obviously, as it is causal unstable. So simply we can write this as half of I'm not showing the step, as I have already shown the step how to calculate. I'm just writing it will come j e to the power minus j omega by 2 multiplied by sine omega by 2. Simply represent e to the power j omega minus j omega by cos and sine and make e to the power minus j omega common, so you will get that term. Okay, so the magnitude of that term if we calculate and the phase of that term if we calculate, then you can see that magnitude will be sine omega c by 2 sine omega by 2 and phase will be pi by or simply omega by 2. Okay, so if we can you can calculate these two terms from here, and in the same way if we simply design the magnitude response and phase response, so it will be your omega, that will be your magnitude. So at omega equal to 0, sine 0 value of sine 0 is 0. Sine 0 value is 0 at omega equal to 0. At omega equal to pi, it will be sine pi by 2, and the value of sine pi by 2 is 1. 1. So it will come here. So you will get a filter like that. So this is basically a high pass filter. Okay. So after pi, we are getting 1, means after pi, whatever the value we are getting, that will pass. From 0 to pi, it will stop. And same way, if we calculate the omega c, কে রে এত শব্দ করছিস? মিউট কর। Omega c, magnitude of omega c is 1 by root 2. So obviously sine omega c by 2 will be defined as 1 by root 2. From here omega c you can calculate as pi by 2. So that omega c value will be pi by 2. At pi by 2 you will get at pi by 2 you will get and it is 1 by root 2. At pi by 2 you will get magnitude 1 by root 2. Okay, so that is your magnitude response, and that is your filter designing criteria, that omega c must be the pi by 2, and at 0 you will get 0, at pi you will get 1, the magnitude. And if you design the phase will be like that. That is your omega, that is your phi. So value of phi is what? It will be, I think, pi by 2 minus omega. It will be like that. You can check it. As it has sine, so it will not be pi by 2. Whenever if you calculate phi, it will be pi by 2 by omega. Make it correction. So whenever you calculate phi at omega equal to 0, it will start from pi by 2. Okay, and at omega equal to pi by 2, you will get phi equal to 0. At omega equal to pi by 2, you will get phi equal to 0. At omega equal to pi, you will get pi by 2 minus pi by 2. So that will be your magnitude response. Sorry, phase response. So clear. What should be the high pass filter? What should be the characteristics of a high pass filter? I think it is clear to all of you.
স্যার ফেজ রেসপন্স গ্রাফটা আরেকবার বলুন না।
Simply, কিছুই না, you will calculate phi first. Okay, you know how to calculate phi? Simply represent this term into a plus jb format, means that is real, j multiplied by the imaginary term. So simply tan inverse b by a, that will be your phi. So if you first you will calculate phi, so you will get pi by 2 minus omega, value of phi, and then simply you are representing omega versus phi. At what frequency what should be the phase value. So if we consider omega equal to 0, you will get phi equal to pi by 2. At omega equal to pi, if we represent omega equal to pi, you will get phi equal to minus pi by 2. And if we represent omega equal to pi by 2, you will get phi value 0. So that is your simple phase response. And in between that, all the values you will get. I am not showing all the values. Any values, that is suppose for pi by 4, for pi by 4 you will get a value like that. Like that, you will get a phase response from minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Clear?
স্যার এই পাই বাই 2 থেকে মাইনাস পাই বাই 2 যেটা এসছে এটা কি স্ট্রেট লাইন না কোনো কার্ভ আছে?
Nah, straight line. For the simplest case, it will be straight line. There may be a curve, there may not be a curve, that depend on the filter characteristics. For this filter, that is h e to the power j omega equal to half of 1 minus e to the power minus j omega. For this filter, it is completely linear, means it's a straight line. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, simply, if we try to represent a band pass filter, what is the characteristics of band pass filter? It will pass some specific frequency between 0 to pi. It does not mean that from 0 to omega c it will be value, from omega c to pi it will be 0. It is not like that. A band pass filter will be like that. Omega magnitude between 0 to pi, suppose omega 1 and omega 2, these two range will pass, another range will stop, means in between these two range we will make 1. So minus omega 1, omega 1 to omega 2, whatever the frequency range you are getting, within that range the filter value will be, or the filter magnitude will be 1, and all other value will be 0. So that is the basically passband filter. So that is the practical, that is the theoretical, it is not possible. So if we simply design the practical passband filter, you will get like that. Like that. So this will be the characteristics of a passband filter. So you have to design a passband filter like that. So can you tell me how can we get the passband filter? Till you know high pass filter and low pass filter, till you know that two filter. So what will be the band pass filter or pass band, whatever, band pass filter, band pass filter. Any idea you are getting from high pass and low pass? See, if I split that, what is the meaning of that? What is that? What is that term? What type of filter is that? Anyone?
স্যার লেফট সাইডটা কি স্যার হাই পাস ফিল্টার?
Obviously, this is high pass filter. And that right side? That right side filter?
এটা লো পাস প্র্যাকটিক্যাল লো পাস ফিল্টার।
Obviously, low pass filter. Means what? To get a band pass filter, what you are doing? You are multiplying.
So merging together high pass and low pass. Low
Yes,
pass.
that means you are multiplying high pass filter and low pass filter. If we multiply one high pass filter with one low pass filter, you will get the band pass filter. Okay, so you know the representation of high pass filter is that 1 minus Z inverse half, and representation of low pass filter is 1 plus Z inverse half. This is your high pass filter, this is your low pass filter, and keep in mind that term half are the normalized constant value. To normalize the filter means you don't know the unitary characteristics. So simply keep in mind, normalizing the filter means we are making the filter causal or stable, that characteristics. In detail you can say that the filter must maintain the
কজালিটি এন্ড স্টেবিলিটি।
especially causality and stability, and also the unitary matrix. Just keep in mind that filter must be the unitary characteristics. You don't need to go in detail for that case, just keep in mind, and for that case we need half, and for different filter that filter coefficient varies. Just keep in mind up to that. আর বেশি ভাবার দরকার নেই, কারণ it will be more complicated to you. That half defines to normalize the filter, and that half may vary depending on the different filter. Okay, so for simply a high pass filter, that is defined as A1 minus Z inverse. High pass filter, value of A is half for this case, and A1 plus Z inverse defines the low pass filter, and the value of A for this case is also half. So whenever you will define a band pass filter, you will be 1 minus Z inverse, that is your high pass filter, 1 plus Z inverse, that will be your low pass filter, multiplied these two, and you will have a value of A. The value of A may be any value. To normalize any value but constant. For this case, a single constant value of A you will get to normalize that filter. Okay, so that will be your band pass filter. That is your band pass filter. So okay, so simply if we multiply 1 minus Z inverse and 1 plus Z inverse, A minus B into A plus B, root of A square plus B square, means you will get A into 1 square, root of A square minus B square, 1 square minus Z to the power minus 1 whole square, means Z to the power minus 2. So that will be band pass filter. Now in the same way, you need to check whether it is band pass filter or not. So up to that clear?
Yes sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now you have got band pass filter as H, suppose Hz, equal to a of 1 minus z inverse, z to the power minus 2. So h e to the power j omega, that will be a into 1 minus e to the power minus j 2 omega. That will be, simply if we represent j 2 omega by cos and sine, and if we simply do the calculation, you will get j a e to the power minus j omega sine omega. That you will get j a e to the power minus j omega sine omega. Okay. So here, if you calculate the magnitude, you will get your magnitude response as sine omega. You'll get your magnitude response as sine omega, and phase response, just you need to calculate from here. So first come to the magnitude response. Magnitude response will be the sine omega. I think I don't need to show the how to calculate the magnitude response. Simply represent e to the power minus j omega by cos and sine format and calculate the magnitude response. Sine omega, it will be multiplied by a. A as constant, we will consider only the sine omega, and if we simply multiply by a, then it will be that value. So we will not consider a to design the filter. Keep in mind. So magnitude is sine omega. So simply we will represent the value of sine omega. Sine 0 value is 0. Sine pi value is 0. So for sine 0 you will get 0, for sine pi you will get 0. And sine pi by 2 value is, what is the value of sine pi by 2?
1, sir.
So from 0 to pi you are getting, দাঁড়া তো, এই সবিতা দিয়ে এসে গো, গেটটা খোলো। অনেকক্ষণ ডেকেছে, এখন জিজ্ঞাসা করো কখন ডেকেছে, তুমি জিজ্ঞাসা করো কখন ডেকেছে, তো জিজ্ঞাসা করো, আমি বলে তো মিথ্যে কথা বলছি। Okay, so you are getting like that. 0 to at 0, 0 at omega pi, at pi by 2, 1. That means that frequency we are passing. Okay, so that will be your band pass filter. What will be the omega c value? Keep in mind, omega c is defining for 1 by root 2, for magnitude 1 by root 2. So 2 omega c values you will get. That is 1 omega c, that is another omega c. Okay, the first, whatever the value of omega c, that range, keep in mind, will be the same. 0 to omega c1 and pi to omega c2, that range will always be the same. So simply if we calculate omega c1, you can calculate omega c2 also. So simply consider omega c1. So what will be omega c1? Magnitude at frequency omega c1 is 1 by root 2. So sine omega c1 equal to 1 by root 2, and from here omega c1 you will get pi by 2. Okay, so omega c1 pi by 2 or pi by 4. pi by 4. 1 by root 2 মানে pi by 4. Sine pi by 4 is 1 by root 2. So omega c1 is pi by 4. So that will be your pi by 4. So what will be the value of omega c2? Simply pi minus pi by 4. That will be your omega c2. It will be 3 pi by 4. Keep in mind 3 pi by 4. So 2 cutoff frequency you are getting pi by 4 to 3 pi by 4 means that range will pass, other range will be stopped. Okay, and whenever you are using the band pass filter, you will get a bandwidth of the band pass filter, that is called the bandwidth. Okay, so what will be the bandwidth, or what will be the bandwidth? B defined by B.
3 pi by 4 minus pi by 4.
Exactly, 3 pi by 4 minus pi by 4. 3 pi by 4 minus pi by 4. So that will be pi by 2. So for this band pass filter, the bandwidth will be pi by 2. Okay. So why we are doing this? Because in the next time when I will ask you to design a filter, that are the parameter will be provided. So you have to keep in mind, if that parameters are provided, how to calculate the filter response. Because first you need to calculate the filter response H, then from H e to the power j omega you have to calculate Hn, and that will be your input in the MATLAB. Whenever you will use the MATLAB, that will be your input in the MATLAB. You will provide that input. Depending on that input, you will do the frequency response of that input. Then you will multiply that frequency response with your original input image or original input signal. If we multiply, then you will get the frequency response of what? Frequency response of the filtered signal. And then frequency response of the filtered signal, and then if we again do the inverse DFT or inverse Fourier transform, you will get the time response or the spatial response of the filtered signal. That is your M, that you have to calculate. For that cases, only parameter will be provided, that omega c1, omega c2, bandwidth, that are the parameter will be provided. Depending on that parameter, you have to do the whole process. So clear?
Yes, sir.
So from band pass filter, if I ask you to design the band stop filter, simply what you can do? Band stop filter will be opposite of band pass filter. It will be like that. Zero to pi at pi by sorry একই তো করলাম, sorry it will be opposite, means it will be like that. So this is 1, that will be your pi by 2. If you do that in the same way, 0 to pi. Okay, so that will be your band stop filter. In that band stop filter, in the same way, you can calculate, that is your home task, you can calculate omega c1, omega c2. In that case also you will get pi by 4 and 3 pi by 4. So bandwidth will be that omega c2 minus omega c1, and that will be pi by 2 for band stop filter also. And characteristics of band stop filter is that make the sign change in the band pass filter. Because see, sign change of the band pass filter আমি কেন বললাম? If we simply see the band stop filter, check. Very interesting. That half is low pass filter and that half is high pass filter. So in band pass filter, whatever the high pass filter was becomes the low pass filter, and the low pass filter in that side becomes the high pass filter. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so simply whenever you are designing the band pass filter, you are multiplying high pass filter with low pass filter. Whenever you are designing the band stop filter, we are representing high pass filter by low pass filter and that low pass filter by high pass filter, and then you are multiplying. Means what? You are changing the sign simply. So if this is your band pass filter, band stop filter will be 1 by 1 a into 1 plus z inverse, z to the power minus 2. That will be your band stop filter. Okay, so for that frequency response, for that filter, if we calculate the frequency response, magnitude response, you will get that characteristics. That is your home task. That consider h z equal to a into 1 plus z in z to the power minus 2, and then see whether you are getting a band stop filter or not.